How to plot the square root of any number in the number line using the semicircle method. So first of the two, using the graph paper where the horizontal and the vertical axis are there. So let's find the square root of 11.7. So we mark it on the x-axis and then mark -1 on the x-axis too. We always mark this -1. Now we need the midpoint of AB now, so we draw the perpendicular bisector of AB. And if you need, drawing a perpendicular bisector is described in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Now taking this midpoint M as center and radius MA or MB, we draw a semicircle which cuts the y-axis at Y. We join OY and taking it as the radius, we draw an arc with center O to cut the x-axis. To cut the horizontal x-axis at P. This is the square root of 11.7. Alright, so square root of 11.7 is represented by the point P on the number line. Now this technique is used in graph paper. So how do we do it on a plain paper? The second technique. This is what we shall draw, and let's see how. We draw a 11.7 centimeter line segment and mark the extremes O and B. We need a point 1 centimeter to the left. So we produce BO but a bit more than 1 centimeter, and you will see why. Because we need to draw a semicircle with O as center. And why are we doing it? To draw the perpendicular at O. We have drawn the semicircle below to keep our construction look clean. But we shall produce the perpendicular upward to almost the half of AB. Now we draw the perpendicular bisector of AB. And the construction, as I told you, you have it in 3 minutes 33 seconds. To get this midpoint of AB, let's mark it M. Why? To draw a semicircle with center M and radius AM or BM. Now both are same, which cuts the perpendicular from O at D. This OD as the radius now and center O, we draw an arc to cut AB at S. This OS is equal to square root of OB. We took OB as 11.7, so OS is equal to square root of 11.7, and point S represent it on the line. Mark A as -1, O as 0, B as 11.7, then produce AB and give arrow marks on both sides to make it a number line. Now how to draw a perpendicular bisector of a line and find its midpoint? That's what we shall draw. So for that you will need a scale and a pencil and a compass. Draw the line segment and mark the extreme points as A and B. Now take A as center and radius more than half of AB. Now you need to make an idea of this radius. Then draw an arc in the area which should be above the approximate halfway. Then repeat for point B. Now repeat it on the other side of the line segment. Now don't change the radius. The radius that you took at the first place should be same in all these 4 arcs. The arcs intersect. So join these 2 points, and this line that you are joining is your perpendicular bisector of AB. Alright, and the point where it cuts AB is the midpoint. Now that's how a perpendicular bisector is drawn.